This is Everyday Man 2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that the lead attorney is back at it again, y'all. Yep. This weekend, he made an announcement that he would no longer be using the platform Patreon for premium exclusive content, but he would now be using a platform called locals.com. Now, I find this highly suspicious due to the fact that he was currently losing subscribers on Patreon when I exposed him for offering bogus services based on false premises. Now, remember, the lead attorney claims he makes $50,000 a month when he only lucked up and made it once in December of 2021. Then he claimed he was going to make $100,000 in January of 2022, but he didn't. Now he has turned quiet on his YouTube earnings, when before he was bumping his big ass gums about it. Now in this premiere, I will play his announcement about the new platform locals.com. Now the lead attorney speaks like a damn used car salesman, and he keeps shifting his eyes to the left, reading from a teleprompter in the video. And he makes these disparaging faces that makes it look like he doesn't even believe in the shit he's saying. Now, after the video, I will feature viewer comments to his announcements that includes a message from me and Shakira. I will also feature a past commentary on the lead attorney's Patreon page, and I will make a special surprise closing. So please stay all the way to the end. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a good one. And this is your boy, Everyday Man 2K. Let's get it.
Lead attorney here. Hope you guys are doing well. Yes, here I am announcing that I am yet another content creator that is switching over to locals. Now, why am I making the switch? Why are so many content creators coming over to locals? Well, here on Locals, we can be much freer with the content that we provide you. We don't have to constantly watch what we say because of all this, Big Brother, all this censorship that's going on, that are getting accounts and pages, removed from platforms for no reason. Just the platform itself, the Locals platform, is so much better technologically speaking. It allows us so much more flexibility, so many more options to give you the content that you want. So these benefits directly tap into what you need. I can upload and post much more. This is going to create a much stronger sense of community. We're going to have a larger community than we've ever had. Still making videos on how to improve your YouTube and your Rumble videos and live streams. And for all of the local supporters, we will be doing so much exclusive content. I'm talking Q&As, I'm talking Zoom calls, I'm talking live streams. We can even do the Discord. We can have everything over here. So I am super excited. Come join me here on Locals. We are going to do so many great things. See you over here.
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth.
This is Everyday Man 2K. Okay, if you look on the screen now, these are viewer comments on the announcement that he made about the new platform locals.com, and then he's moving away from Patreon. Okay, these just a couple few that I pulled that actually makes a joke about his announcement. Okay, I made a joke about it. He deleted my message, but I got my baby girl Shakira under her profile, Butter Pecan Rican, to put it back up. So this is what I said, but she posted it for me. So I said, so instead of just charging $10 a month on Patreon because his current rates are too high, he introduces a new platform for $10 a month like it's some big deal. LOL, shaking my fucking head. And that's from Everyday Man 2K. But you can see Butter Pecan Rican, a.k.a. Shakira, posted it for me. So that's just my sentiments. I think the situation is that the elite attorney had these bogus rates. One was 25, one was 50s, and one was 400, and they were all over the place and made absolutely no sense. So instead of just correcting it on Patreon, he made this big announcement that, oh, I'm moving to locals.com, and they offer freedom of speech, acting like it's some big political thing by moving to locals.com, in which they offer freedom of speech in a better manner than Patreon. When in reality, all these channels and websites are about the same. He claims that he's going to save money on locals.com, but when you actually research and look at the rates for locals.com are no different than the rates of Patreon. It's basically the same shit. And you may get some incentives because it's new, and you may get some stuff free in the beginning. But at the end of the day, after about 6 months to a year, you're going to pretty much have the same product you had when you were with Patreon. So there's really no big difference. But anyway, there's some other people that commented on the announcement as well. One viewer commented, and he said, this is Florida man, you should call the $350 a month tier the child support tier. And so he's making a sarcastic joke about the fact that at one point the lead attorney had a plan for $350 a month that was bogus. And he's saying, that price was so high, that's the money he used. That's the money the lead attorney used, for child support, which is kind of like an inside joke, if you will. And then there's another person, My Sports, Your Punishment, asked the lead attorney, was his account hacked? I guess he thought that the announcement that the lead attorney made was so bogus and so, out of the ordinary. He was wondering, was the site hacked? And of course, the lead attorney came back. He said, nope, it's me. So this kind of gives you a little small example of how silly and ridiculous the lead attorney can be. He made this announcement about going to locals.com from Patreon as if it's some type of big time social mission, and he's fighting for the rights of freedom of speech and all this old bullshit. And some of his members, viewers, are calling him out on it like it's a big joke, including me and Shakira. This is Everyday Man 2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. The comedian Martin Lawrence has a comedy routine where he imitates Joe Jackson, the father of Michael Jackson, being confronted by the talk show host Geraldo back in the day. Now, Martin speaks as if he is Joe Jackson, responding to allegations of child abuse to Michael. Martin says that Joe says, "This is bullshit, Ronaldo. This is bullshit, Ronaldo. All I told Michael to do was leave Tito some milk for his cereal. That's all I said, Ronaldo. That's all I said." Well, in the case of the lead attorney and this so-called online course that he got, this is bullshit, Ronaldo. This is bullshit, Ronaldo. This is bullshit, Ronaldo. Well, all right, y'all. Look on the screen. Listen, I need somebody to help me out. I want y'all to look on the screen and just kind of look at the stuff that I found out. And listen, somebody need to come help me understand what's going on here, because none of what the lead attorney is doing in terms of his online course presentation is making any sense to me. And for those who have bought the online course, look, man, I got a feeling y'all drinking Jim Jones Kool-Aid at this point. Jim Jones Kool-Aid at that. Because I do not see what you're gaining out of spending $500, $400, whatever, many dollars on this bogus online course. Number one, his selling point is his representation of himself making $50,000 a month. He ain't making $50,000 a month. He made it one time. He makes much less than that. Then he came back and said not only is he making $50,000 a month, at least he gonna make $110,000 a month in January. He said that on Nick at Night's podcast, or her live. I'm sorry. He said on her live that he anticipated making $110,000 for the month of January. We ain't heard from him since. You want to know why we ain't heard from him since he said that? Because he ain't make it. So it would be embarrassing on him to use the $50,000 a month number that he only made one time, and the shit went down in January less than $50,000. That's why he ain't said nothing. He talking about everything but that, and there's a reason why he's doing that. All right, listen, y'all. I went to the lead attorney's Patreon page, right? And lo and behold, he has a membership level that costs $25 a month, right? That $25 a month includes the online course, y'all. On his Patreon, he has a membership level for $25 a month that includes access to his online course. It says in bullet point, access to the TLA YouTube Elementary Discord, live monthly TLA's YouTube Elementary questions and answers group session, and then a live monthly YouTube Elementary Mastermind session. So here's my head scratcher. If you can go on Patreon and pay $25, even if it's 1 month, why would you pay $400, $500 for the course? Now, if you look over to the right, I did a screenshot of his course. This is outside of Patreon, right? This is live streaming course. 500 at that point, it was $550. I think he said $350 to Nick and Knight. So his numbers are all over the place. But in it, so it's $550, and in it, it's called TLA's live streaming course, right? It says not some 45-minute webinar. This is a full comprehensive course which contains 15 hours of information. Learn how TLA builds community and wealth. Wealth, okay, through his live streaming. Wealth, bruh. You build wealth from obtaining real estate. You ain't gonna obtain no wealth off no damn YouTube. Wealth? YouTube revenue is too unstable to call it wealth. So that sentence in itself don't even make sense. I don't even care if you were making $50 a month, but you're not. That ain't wealth, because that money is based on super chats. It's based on how people feel on a day. When you go live, the money that you're gonna make it depends upon how some random ass people feel that day. That's not wealth money. That's just a quick way to make a little revenue. So I would not call the income that you get from YouTube anything close to wealth. Wealth is more tied to significant assets, houses, cars, land, stocks, bonds, things that are solid. And you describing this bullshit as YouTube revenue as wealth? Bruh, come on, man. I can tell now you don't even know what you're talking about. How the hell can anything from YouTube be considered under the umbrella of wealth? No, sir. No, it is not. At best, it's short-term revenue gain. YouTube is short-term revenue gain. It's too unstable to be considered anything long-term, anything considered to be wealth building. You can't build no family off no damn YouTube. YouTube is considered to be shits and giggles and extra money at best. And even when you make the money, it ain't gonna last no 5 or 10 years. You got about two or 3 years tops. At best, you may want to call it something that you get in and get out, make your money and move on. But only a handful of people can do this long term. But for the most part, people get in YouTube to get in and then to get out. So it is not wealth. But here's the question I would like to be answered, right? Lead attorney. So if you started off your online course at $550, How in the hell are you selling basically the same thing in your Patreon for $25 a month? How? How? $25 a month. I mean, this means, if my numbers show me correctly, somebody can sign up for your Patreon for 10 months to a year and still be less than how much they would pay for the online course. And it's the same shit. Your online course ain't number 15 hours. Right? Right? So let's say they spend, 4 hours a week. So if they spend 4 hours a week on your online course, hell, that's 16 hours. They'll be done with it in a month. So if they could do the shit in a month with your course at $550, they might well do it for $25 at a month. I mean, am I missing something? This membership level at $25 includes access to the online course. And you get to have a question and answer group session. You get to have a YouTube mastermind. I don't know what that is, but hell, it is what it is, a mastermind session. I guess that's where you drop knowledge. You drop knowledge on YouTube. Wealth building. Wealth building on fucking YouTube. Nigga, what the hell is we talking about? What are we talking about, bruh? Listen, man, those who are out there who are subs to the lead attorney or longtime viewers who have bought this course from him, y'all need to be asking some questions. First of all, I want to show me some results. Who is the person that was making, I don't know, $50,000 at the bank, but now they making $50,000 a week after this course? Show me some success stories in this shit. Because anybody can talk a good game about what they want it to be, but at the end of the day, you got to show some results. So I want somebody to step forward, show me the results where you making $50,000 a year. Now you making $50,000 a week based upon the game now that the lead attorney has shown you that you paid $500 for. And explain to me how, on one hand, you could pay $500 for an online course, but you still can go to Patreon and pay $25. I know those who done spent $500. I know y'all feel stupid as hell. You could have just gone to Patreon and paid the man $25. $25 ain't nothing but a Red Lobster dinner. You could have paid a Red Lobster dinner for this, but you went to your savings account and got out $500. Listen, man, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. You basically got the same product that you paid $500 for. You could have got it for $25 a month. You could have spent 6 months on it for $25 and still not paid $500. Real talk. Real talk. You could have paid $25 for 6 months. That's all you need for this hot shit. You don't need to spend listen. You could have had access to this information for 6 months for $25 a month and still not spend no $500. You could have spent what's equivalent to a Red Lobster dinner with them damn garlic cheese biscuits and got the same shit. Got the same online course. You could have went to Red Lobster and say, I want the shrimp and fish platter and the lead attorney's online course. Same shit. $25. You could have got the course and something to eat and put it in a takeout box. That's how much this shit is really worth. You see it right here on the screen. He says you can get it for $25 a month. But if you ain't got good sense, you can give me $500. You can give me $500. Listen, man. This lead attorney, man, listen. I know a snake oil salesman when I see him. And when I see that fake ass laugh, that fake ass smile, and that empty ass suit and that empty ass Starbucks cup, all that shit go together. If you can fake drink Starbucks coffee for 3.5, 4 hours, if you can do that, you can do it. You'll fake everything. Where they do that? Who fakes drinking Starbucks coffee? Who does that? Well, I know who do it. I know who does it. The lead attorney. So that should show you how fake he is. If he's willing to fake start drinking Starbucks coffee, that dude, Starbucks coffee, that dude will fake anything. And obviously he'll fake y'all out on this online course. Because it is proof right here on this screen. If you go to patreon.com and type in the lead attorney, it's going to show you a membership price of $25 a month to have access to this game he's supposed to be spitting. It's $25 a month. He tells you that. All right, man, listen. I done said my piece. The lead attorney, I'm calling you out. You got some explaining to do. Okay, this is Everything Man 2K. If you look on your screen now, you should see the number of subs and the number of views and estimated earnings by date for the YouTuber, the lead attorney. A couple of things I would like for you to notice is that when you see the number of new subs in the subscriber column, if you see at the top of the page in the early part of January, you should see how he's gaining subs almost on a daily basis. But as you get closer and closer and further down to February, if you look at the bottom part of that graph, of the chart, you should see how his growth is getting to be slower. Okay. He had a very good month in the month of December, where there was some coverage with another YouTuber that he was going back and forth with, as well as some of the coverage of the Tasha K and Cardi B trial. So he reported an earnings of $50,000 for that month. Now he uses that figure to say that he makes $50,000, but that's not true. That month of December of last year was an outlier, and he only made $50,000 that month. He also estimated that he would be making twice as much in January. He did not do so. He actually has, I will show you in just a second, that in January, the lead attorney had lower numbers than he had in December. He said on the Naked Night that he estimated to be over maybe $110,000 or so for the month of January. We have not heard from the lead attorney on that number since. We are in February. He has not reported what the number was. When he was on the Naked Night show, he estimated on what it would be. And he estimated it to be $110,000. We ain't heard from him since. You want to know why? Because I'm showing you right now, this is a source of YouTube, that his numbers in January were lower than they were in December. And now remember, the $50,000 a month is what he's using to sell his online course. Remember? He told you guys that he makes $50,000 a month on YouTube, and that is a lie. He made $50,000 one month in the month of December of 2021. Okay, now if you look on the graph now, this is a more accurate depiction of his activity for the past 30 days in terms of new subs and views. So as of February 14th, which was this past Monday, I had the most accurate numbers I could find. This is a February 14th, right? Now look at his subscriber column. Remember the chart I showed you before? It was almost 1,000 views almost every day, where his growth has slowed down tremendously. If you look at this column, he only gained, first of all, they report in increments of 1,000. So there are only 2 days in this period in which he accumulated 1,000 subs. So you can see in this chart, in this presentation here, when you look at the number of subs per day, that his growth has slowed. Okay? His growth has slowed. You can look at how many empty days he has here in the sub column to show that. And what's probably going on is this is a net sub gain, which means it takes into consideration the number of people who are unsubbing at the same time the number of people who are subbing. So when you take into consideration both activities, his growth rate is slowed down because as people are walking in the door, people are also walking out the door. And that's why his number of net subs is lower as of right now compared to January, as well as especially December. Now, in the past 30 days, he has gained only 15,000 subs compared to 20,000 subs in January. And his views is 1.85 million views as of February 14th for 30 days. That number is considerably lower than December. Okay. This is Every Man Do K. Okay, if you look on the screen now, what you see is the lead attorney's YouTube views by week. It includes weeks starting from ending, starting in December 20th, the week ending December 20th. And I also have the most recent week of the week ending February 14th of this year. The source of this is YouTube. But I wanted to illustrate on a week-to-week basis, you can see the dip in views for the lead attorney. It started off in December, the week ending December 20th, as 942,000 views for that week. Okay? He had a good month. But then as you move forward, coming closer and closer to present day, you can see how that number has dropped tremendously. So in the first 3 weeks, starting from week ending the December 20th, he had 942, 310, 380,000 views, right? Now, you look at what he has now. On week ending February the 7th, he had a total of 194,000. And then even a worse week, this most present week, the week ending on Monday, February the 14th, he had a number of views of 174,000. Okay, so his most current views have dropped tremendously in comparison to his best month, the weeks he had in February. I'm sorry, the weeks he had in December of last year. The current months of February are much lower than those weeks' views that he had in December. Okay. So I wanted to be clear that when he refers to how well he did in December of last year, that was an outlier. He cannot say that he makes $50,000 a month. He made $50,000 a month for that 1 month. But it went down in January, and that's his month he thought it would go up. I find it ironic that he talked all this junk on Nick and Knight, talking down on her and being all smug like he was about to do good in January. But you know what? We ain't heard from him since in regards to his numbers in January. I've asked him maybe 2 or 3 times over the past week or so, you know, the number that you estimated, what did it end up being? As a matter of fact, if his loyal viewers and supporters, and also people who bought that online course, if he's using that $50,000 a month as a way to sell his course, and if he purported or estimated that he was going to make $110,000 in January, why won't you call him on that? I'm curious, because he's using it as a way to get you to buy his online course. He said he makes $50,000 a month. I want you to ask him to show that to him. Because right now, he only has 1 month on record. The month of December of last year. That's it. Before that, he was making way less than $50,000. And in January, he made less than $50,000. He ain't make no 110. So viewers, if you hear me right now, the next time you go on this live, confront him. Say, bruh, you said you make $50,000 a month. Show us them numbers. Show us more than 1 month where you make $50,000 a month. And then, bruh, you said you was going to make $110,000 in January. Okay, well, wow. Show us. Lead attorney, man, listen to me. I dare you. I dare you. And I don't want no copy paste number. I want you to go in your studios. And you know, just like you were so happy to show us the numbers when you made 100-some thousand subs, Okay, we'll keep it going. Keep the energy going, bruh. Keep that same energy you had in December that you have now. Show us the number of January. You was bragging about December number, right? Okay, what is we doing? Show us the January number, bruh. We want that same energy. That's all we ask. The energy that you had in December, we want it in January, bro. Run them January numbers. We the people want to know. This is Every Man 2K. Please put your screen on for a view. Please put your screen on for a view. On the screen now is the lead attorney's YouTube performance by month, and it includes December 2021 as well as January 2022. The source is YouTube. As you can see at the top, he reports for December 2021 a number of new subs at 37,000 new subs. In January 22, YouTube has him at 20,000 new subs. The difference between January and December is that it went down 46%. Number of views in December 2021, the lead attorney had approximately 2.8 million views. In January 2022, YouTube reports him having 1.8 million number of views, a decrease of 36%. Then we have YouTube earnings. For December 2021, YouTube reports him having 52,000, close to 52,000 total, $52,000 in total for YouTube earnings. Now, here's where it gets kind of weird, okay? The lead attorney made a statement on Nick at Night that he expected to get $110,000 for the month of January, right? Okay, so somebody please walk me through this. So if you had a negative 46% difference in the number of new subs, and you had a negative 36% difference in the number of views, how then can you expect or would have expected twice as much earnings? How? You expected $110,000 for the month of January with less new subs and less views? How, Sway? How, Sway? Hashtag ain't no 110, man. Ain't no 110, man. If you had less new subs and less views, and we know that most of your earnings come from super chats, the only way you could have gained twice as many super chats, you had to have super chatters like Oprah, Tyler Perry, and LeBron James, man. You had to have some heavy super chatters to gain more money with less views and less subs. So listen, lead attorney, man, look, it's time for you to come out the closet, bro. It's time for you to come out the closet and explain to me why you think you're supposed to have this much money in January when you had less activity. You got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do, lead attorney. Smooth cat. You got to explain to these people how you made $50,000 only 1 month. You claim you make $50,000, and that's a lie. You made $50,000 1 month. And the gag is, even after that month, you talking about you was going to increase to 110 when in actuality it went down. So you bragging about $50,000 that you only made 1 month, and then it went down the next month. But yet you want to sell somebody or some courses that even you don't even know about. Houseway. How? The lead attorney, aka the smooth cat. You got some explaining to do. Bring them out. Bring them out. Hey, bring them out. Bring them out.
Hey, you ready to play a little game? Okay, good. Here we go. 3 of these kids belong together. 3 of these kids are kind of the same. But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game. Can you tell which kid is doing his own thing? Well, which of these kids is doing his own thing? Come on now. Can you tell me which one? Can you guess which kid is doing his own thing? Before my song is done. Hey, how'd you do? Did you guess which kid was doing his own thing? Well, if you guessed this one, then you're absolutely right. Because he's playing football, and the other kids are all playing baseball. So that's the right answer.